let's talk about positional battles to watch in OTAs. Which are the ones that are you most interested to see? Is it Marquise Lee against River Craycraft? What are you looking for here?
Well, it's kind of complicated because when I am talking about positional battles, I want to see how players perform against their opposite positions. For example, I want to see how our offensive line can perform against our healthy defensive line right now.
I love one-on-one matchups in the offseason. I love that. I see what you're saying. So name some that you want to see, some one-on-ones.
First of all, I want to see what the team wants to do with Daniel Brunskill, because I think that Daniel Brunskill was one of our greatest offensive linemen last season, and it's mainly because we tried him in so many positions, and I don't think that he failed us in any of those positions. He was a center, he was a guard,
he
was
a tackle at times,
and in all of these positions, he was decent at least. But I must say he was good. I want to see what we can do, about what he can do against Bosa at the tackle position, what he can do against our interior defensive line. I want to see him as a starter this season because I do think that he is way better than Mike McGlinchey at the tackle position, and he proved that in 2019. So
I like that. I'd like to see them get Brunskill reps at tackle. Come on. I mean, I think they see him as their backup center, but I think he'd be much more valuable as a backup tackle. Who is their backup tackle right now? Sean Coleman, Justin School? Come on. Daniel Brunskill is a better tackle than Justin School. We've seen that.
Yeah.
So why are you moving him away from tackle? Move Justin School to freaking guard, or he's too tall to play center. But I like that. Daniel Brunskill battling with someone at tackle. That's a good start. What other battles do you like? Are you interested in?
The other thing that I am interested in is the running back position.
Okay.
I think that we signed a lot of great talents with Trey Sermon, and I want to see, I don't remember his name, our second draft pick, who was
Elijah Mitchell. Trey Sermon, Elijah Mitchell, yes.
Because I'm not sure that Mostert will be a part of this team next season. I still think that we can trade him if we want to. And he has a value right now because he's
already requested a trade once. So yeah, if he doesn't, he's not used like he wants to be used. It's possible. He's not young.
Yeah. Because I want to see. That's why I want to see what is going to happen with the running back position. I want to see the linebackers as well, because as I mentioned before, we signed a great safety who, in my opinion, is more likely a weak side linebacker or a box safety.
Yeah.
I want to see that competition with the linebackers and with the box, with the nickels and dimes. I just want to see them, how they perform, because I'm the most excited about them. And the third one, which is pretty interesting, I want to see what Jalen Hurd can do. Can he get a real spot in this offense? Because when we signed him, we were like, okay, this guy is going to be the X weapon of Kyle Shanahan.
Right.
And when he played in the preseason, yes.
He looked good. He scored a touchdown.
He was decent. He was great. I think that
he's a lot like Debo. He's very physical.
Yeah.
He wants to run through people.
That guy is a mismatch for almost any defensive back.
Don't you look at it, the fact that the Niners haven't made a real investment in that wide receiver spot this offseason, that they keep kind of getting guys around the margins, undrafted guys, vets who haven't played in 3 years? Doesn't it feel like they really are leaving the door open for Jalen Hurd, and they're in an ideal world, he would just take that spot?
Yeah. I
That's
do
what
think
I think.
that is.
They don't want to. Like, if they could sign Golden Tate and just say forget Jalen Hurd, but they're not going to do that.
Yeah, and the other thing is that I don't know if you remember, but when Kyle started to play with Debo as a starter, there was a lot of gadget plays we played with Debo, and when I first saw those plays, I was like, okay, these plays were drawn for Jalen Hurd.
Right.
And these are the plays that Jalen Hurt's supposed to do with the 49ers. That's what I'm expecting from him next season. So I'm
last
excited.
year, he didn't even get to the point where he could compete. He was like on the side field trying to get in shape and tore his ACL.
Yep.
I mean, I don't feel like this guy's been 100. I think this guy hasn't been 100% healthy since high school.
Yeah.
It's something with him. I don't know if he'll ever make it, man. But he's still young. He's got a chance. But I feel like beyond the knee, you can come back from the knee. This guy had a really bad back injury. Look at D Ford. Those things can linger forever. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. And the last one that I am looking for is the quarterback competition. I want to see Jimmy Garoppolo compete against Trey Lance. I think that if Jimmy was never been a great training camp quarterback.
Nope.
He is really bad at it. I must say that. I want to see what they will do in the training camps with Trey. I really want to see if Jimmy really wants to compete with him.
And I want to see if Kyle Shanahan lets him compete. Is Kyle Shanahan going to give Trey Lance first team reps in camp, or is he just going to say he's not ready? Well, I want to see that. Don't tell me that. Put him on the same team with Jimmy, and let's see which guy does better. Because I think it's going to be Trey.
Maybe. It's
it might be. I mean, it might be. I've just seen a lot of Jimmy in practice, and he's not particularly impressive. So the door's wide open for this kid to do something.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. Because
there's a reason that Nick Mullins was always in the conversation every year, because Jimmy's not good in practice.
Yeah,
he makes his backups look really good. He does,
but from the first moment when we signed Jimmy, we knew that Jimmy is great when there's pressure on him, and when Kyle lets him do what he wants. That's a thing that you must admit about Jimmy Garoppolo. If Jimmy Garoppolo gets free hands with the offense, then he performs way better. When he is just closed into a scheme that Kyle forces, then he's bad. That's why he was a wonder.
Combination. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
That's why he was a wonder first year when we signed him.
I also feel like the combination of $85 million and a torn ACL and a severe high ankle sprain has kind of taken the taste out, taken the passion out of it for Jimmy Garoppolo. It's like, what? Why am I doing this? I'm always hurt. I don't need to do this to make money. I'm set for 4 generations. That's what. When he came here in 2017, that guy had something to prove, man. He hadn't played before. He hadn't made any money. Well, he made money, but relatively speaking, he hadn't made any money. And his contract was up. He needed to prove something, and he did it. Now, when he's on the field, what he's trying to prove is he's trying to not get hurt again, is what he looks like to me. I'm trying to not get hurt again. Yeah, and that means he gets hurt.
Yeah, but right now things changed because he has to prove himself if he wants to be a starter in the NFL again. And that's why I expect him to be way better than he was in the past few years.
Yeah, man, you're not going against CJ and Nick Mullins anymore. You're going against Trey Lance, who's bigger than you, smarter than you, younger than you, stronger arm than you, faster than you, everything, man. He's got everything on you. Only thing he doesn't have is experience. So you got to make that count. You got to show that you belong, dude, because the first impression of Trey Lance at the rookie minicamp was quite impressive.